All right. I am back. What can we scrape up today? I'm a little late on the tide. We're just at low tide right now, so the water's going to start to come in on me. But it's low enough to give me some time. And since I'm coming in fresh, good night's sleep, I'm going to try and do some heavy digging today and see if I can open up some new areas. I will always scan my hill just to get an idea of what the most recent tides have been doing. Always love to see a lot of stones coming out, because then we know there's been, oh, these knuckleheads falling off the wall. Alright, let's see. Well, we got our first little bottle. I think this is maybe a Tylenol or Bayer, the Bayer company. It's a twist off. But it's on the earlier side of the twist off, so that could be 1930s. Typical for this area. I like that it's a tiny little bottle with some embossing, so I'm going to keep it. Why not? Here I'm just doing a little scraping around just to see what can be right under the surface. I'm not sure what this popped out. Maybe it's just a plain plate. I thought there might be more to it. I had an amber bottle come out. I was hoping it might be a poison, but it's not. Do a little bit more here. Well, no chart breakers yet. I managed to pull out a few porcelain inserts, which I always like to keep, and the top of a mason jar, which looks nice. A couple other bottles, just not old enough. This might have been an old syrup bottle. It's got the handle. But we're moving into the 40s and 50s. Some nice red glass. I wish there was more to it, but nothing yet. So my next tactic right now is to dig a kind of a trench along this bottom section of the hill to see what pops up. You see, I did get a couple intact bottles, tons of broken glass. There's another bottle. But this particular one that says Grandview, New Jersey, I know it's broken, but this is a typical late 1800s, early 1900s bottle with that circle on there. I think that's a bottle not to be sold. It's broken, but that's the age we're looking for. Well, today might just be the day of jar inserts. There's another one. You can see the trash coming out, all the broken pieces. They're gonna make me work today. Well, I'm not giving up on this idea yet, because there's a lot coming out. It's an interesting old clay pot. Looks like some hand painting on it. Well, you can see how much digging I did with this little trench and all the pieces coming up. We did certainly get a whole bunch of intact bottles, cobalt blue, milk glass, but everything's still hovering around that 30s to 50s range. I was just hoping to get something a little bit older. Well, you can't make this stuff up. That is another variation of an insert. That one might say Semco on it. It's a little different. It is an insert day. I've been digging now a trench right in the middle here. A lot of broken pieces coming up, but not much more than that. A little windy today, which is why we chose this spot. Oh, there's Paul way down there, up on the hill. Chose this spot because it's kind of buffered a little bit by the wind. But I'd like it if the water was a little bit calmer. We're 2 hours from low tide. Not sure where all that foam is out there. It's strange looking. I'll tell you another thing what I like about this spot. It's one of the only areas that consistently has pretty clear water. I'm not sure why that is, but it is fun to hunt in the water when it's this clear. Not typical for New Jersey bays. Well, other than a ton of hardware right now and this cool little brass plate, I'm not finding much of anything else yet, and I haven't checked in with the old man yet. So I'm gonna have to venture out a little bit deeper. Well, this just goes to show you how much junk is on the ground here. That was one signal, and with one scoop I pulled up a memorial penny and 2 bolts. So the ground here is just littered with hardware. I finally got out of all that hardware, and I just hit a quarter, and I might have a silver rosy here. I can't really tell. I'll be able to make out a date, I just can't see it right now. Maybe you can see it, but it sure looks silver. Target. Nothing. Target. Nothing. Nothing great so far, but out in the middle of nowhere, and I got a high 25, 28. So I figured I'd live dig it. Could be a weedy or maybe a dime. Well, if we get lucky, it's a silver dime or a silver ring. Been pretty easy to scoop them out here. Just one scoop. Oh, well, it's neither of the two. A nice little hook. It's brass, so it could be old. Nice little hook there. It's pretty cool. Let's try this again. Another 24. This one is probably a penny or a dime, based on the sound of it. Oh, nice clear water. Usually I can get them on the first scoop. Nope, not that time. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. This time it sounds like I got it. Nothing big clinking around there. Yeah, it looks like a penny. Oh no, a little bigger than a penny. That's crazy. That's a quarter that lost all its outer shell. That's how long it's been banging around in the ocean here, in the bay. That's crazy. Well, I never expected this one. This was a gift. It is crusty, so we're gonna have to be careful cleaning it up. It's a 50-cent piece. Don't quite know yet if we have a standing liberty. Very possible. It's thick, so it's gonna clean up nice. Wow, this is a gift today. Wasn't getting anything near these type of targets. And this one popped out of nowhere. Woo! It looks like a walking liberty. We will get a cleanup picture later, but that's a gift. Maddie would be happy about this one. You asked me to come all the way over here and look at something. It better be good. Push that thing over to me, can you?
Wow, that's interesting. I almost thought it was the end of a cane.
Cane? Brass cane?
Now I'm thinking maybe a fishing pole.
That looks like some kind of lever. On a machine, maybe. That's weird.
The rubber?
All right. What do we have here? First glance, it's looking awfully foreign to me. Second glance, it's looking like a token. Blake and Company. Sayers. 20 says it's a copy. Some kind of token. Nope. It sure looked like a real. What the heck is this? And although it looks silver, it appears to be more like it's lead. Can't make out what's on this side yet, but there's certainly script on there. Huh. Interesting. There might be a date right there. That might say 1855. That could be the start-off date. 1855. This could be something I can research. Blake and Company, 20 copy of Sayers. And something over there. Very cool. Gold. California gold. There's a little more coming through. Interesting piece. It's a busy month for Fishing Street. Yeah, every once in a while there's a random coin sitting on the ground. It's a memorial. Not old, probably 65 or later. Yeah, this is also the time of year well the lures start coming out. I always like to dig out these pieces of wood that have an interesting shape to them. I'm always curious what, if they stick together, what it actually was. That I'll never know. And sometimes just the trip just becomes a cleanup. It's alright. I ain't taking that tire home, so don't even think about it. You know, sometimes you get some squirrely characters out here. And I always say, as long as you look a little more intimidating than they are, then you shouldn't have anything to worry about. You know, sometimes you get some squirrely characters out here. And I always say, as long as you look a little more intimidating than they are, then you shouldn't have anything to worry about. Find your war hat. What do you think? Sometimes when you're searching, you really have to break out into new territories. I'll do that in a minute. And check places that look good from afar. because you never know. There's a lot of wood kicking up here, but nothing else. And a fun little bottle over here, but that looks old. I mean, new, not old. Rats. Okay. I don't have time because the water's going to come in and I'm going to shoot back over that little river there. Run, run. Stay in a pack, stay in a pack, stay in a pack. This little bugger must have come a long way. What up, beach ball? Well, this is my first target. Certainly looks like a coin. I'm hoping this is a older area, and this will be able to give me a little hunch. And if that's a memorial, which it looks like, yep, not as old as I would like. All right, this one's a little bit more intriguing. As you can see, it's definitely silver. How far back this one's going, I'm not really sure. Now I am. It's a rosy, I might say 1948. But it's silver, and it's a little bit older, so good news. Well, this is the first real target in about 2 hours. Gave me a really good high signal. A spoon bowl. And I'm in these little really funky, I forget what you call those things. Anemones, coral, orange coral. Well, I finally bagged a coin out here, but as you can see, this thing's ready for the pickings. Oh, I got a little piece off. It's looking more like I'm gonna guess this is potentially a wheat penny, because I can ship off some of this stuff already. We'll find out in a little bit. Well, I can honestly say I was not expecting this, based on the signal and the digging I did, but I know what this looks like. And that sure looks gold to me. Pinky size, there might be some lettering there that's 14 karat. It's a signet ring. Little tiny one, probably a child's. Excellent, excellent. That was not easy to find. Glad I didn't give up on it. Well, so far for what I was guessing might be an epic day, I'm not really finding much. Great low tide. But I did come across this little section here, which appears we have some clock parts sitting in this little valley. Look at these things. There's one there, there's one there, there's one here. There's a post here. It's interesting enough that we got some stuff coming through here. I like this. It's strange that it's sitting here like this. How cool is that? There's another one right here. Where's the rest of you?